What's up, everybody? Teamwar Ultima here. So I've had Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for about 5 days now, and I've come up with a few custom classes that work and some that maybe you want to try out if you're looking for something different. So I've got 5 for you tonight, and we're going to jump right into it. Here we go. So this first custom class that I'm going to talk about is my go-to class. If things are getting a little bit rough, or I seem to have trouble keeping my rhythm, this is the one I'm going to go to. It's going to be the Scar L with the kick proficiency and a suppressor added to that. And then my secondary is the all-powerful FMG9 equipped with akimbo. So, I get to do all the cool flipping of the machine pistols and whatnot. And then before I blast you right in the face, it's always fun. And then my lethal is going to be Semtex, and my tactical is going to be the concussion grenade. Although I've heard some recent commentary about how since concussion grenades are now thrown at the same speed as flash grenades, which was not the case previously in Black Ops. Concussion grenades used to be about twice as fast. But since they're about the same speed, you should actually use flash grenades instead. So I'm actually going to try that. I haven't picked up a flash grenade yet in Modern Warfare 3, so that will be something I'll talk about later. Furthermore, I have Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and Marksman. And then my strike package is the Assault Strike package, and on that I have equipped the UAV, the Predator missile, and the attack helicopter. So that's my go-to class. That's the one that I went all the way through, got the gold camo for the Scar L. The Scar was my absolute baby in Modern Warfare 2, so I felt obligated to continue that commitment here in Modern Warfare 3, and it has not let me down yet. Love the Scar, and I will definitely use that, going forward. I still use it even when I'm not having a bad day. It's just a really fun class, works well for me, and I just rack up tons of kills with it. So next, I got the CM901 assault rifle. Same kick proficiency and a suppressor attached. I'm not a big fan of putting red dots or scopes on assault rifles. I really like to stay pure and use the irons, and it seems to work just fine for me. So I've also attached a suppressor to the CM901. Secondary, all-powerful again, FMG9 akimbo. I have some reasonable footage here of just making guys have a really bad day with some akimbo FMGs, and I'm gonna use those going forward. I think as my secondary, unless we're just getting raped by a bunch of air support. I'll switch over to a launcher class, but they are just so ridiculously good. Even if you have to hip fire them akimbo style, they still work wonders for you. So on this class also, my lethal will be the Semtex, and my tactical will be concussion again. Now, on this created class, I'm running with the same perks. I run this perk combination on almost all of my custom classes. So again, it's going to be Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw Pro for both of those, and Marksman again. My strike package, once again, the Assault Strike package with the UAV, Predator missile, and attack helicopter. Although in this gameplay, I'm running the CM901 class with the Specialist Strike package, and my base perks are Scavenger, Quick Draw Pro, and Marksman. And my 2-kill reward perk is Blast Shield. My 4-kill reward perk is Sit Rep. And that was actually an accident, to be honest with you, but whatever. I usually run the Assault Strike package on my CM901. I have my SMG class, and that is where I carry the PP90M1. On this submachine gun, I also carry the kick proficiency, and I've attached a suppressor as well. I try to run dark as much as possible, even though I don't run assassin very often. I try and stay off the grid as much as possible, so the suppressor helps there. Secondary, got the XM25 launcher, and I wasn't really sure how this launcher worked until recently with regards to marking your target's distance and whatnot, so that's something I'm going to have to try out going forward. But that is not something I had been totally aware of until now, so I'll be experimenting with that over the next couple of days. No attachments, obviously, on that launcher. But as always, my lethal and tactical are the Semtex and Concussion Grenade. As for perks, I have Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and Dead Silence Pro. And I'm using Dead Silence on this one because for an SMG class, you really need to be able to sneak up on people more, so having Silent Footsteps helps that goal pretty well, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that kind of thing out. On this custom class, I'm also using the Assault Strike package. Look at that shit. Oh, so dirty. I'm also using the Assault Strike package, and my point streaks are UAV, Predator Missile, and Attack Helicopter, as always. It wouldn't be a custom class commentary if I didn't also have a Type 95. Everyone's got to have a Type 95 custom class, and I have just that for you today. So Type 95 proficiency is going to be Kick. That's pretty heavily used by myself here across all my classes. I do break one of my own cardinal rules, though. I put a red dot on the Type 95 because I really hate the irons on the 95. I'm questionable with this assault rifle as it is, so I need a little targeting help. As my secondary, this is going to be more of a support class, so I'm using the Stinger as opposed to a machine pistol or a more aggressive assault launcher. And as a my lethal and tactical is going to be the Claymore this time, and then the trophy system for my tactical. Just like usual, I have Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and Dead Silence as well, just to help me get a little leg up on the competition since I'm not the hottest with this weapon. This is also a class where I'll be running the Support Strike package, in which I have the UAV, Counter UAV, and the SAM turret as my point streaks. I've used this gun a lot. Everyone says it's beast, and I've always had trouble with burst weapons, and this one is just no different for me, honestly. I do pretty well with it, but then at the same time, I just do better with other weapons, so I had to gear this custom class towards just not being quite as strong. So I'm not going to say too much about this class. It's just how I would run the 95, but this is coming from someone who's not so hot with the 95. So maybe look elsewhere for more help on that. My next custom class is going to be a sniper class, and I don't snipe much, but if I was going to snipe, this is how I would do it. I would take the MSR assault rifle, I would add the stability proficiency, and then depending on how you want to do it, either run the with the extended mags or a suppressor as your attachments. Secondary, you're going to want to try and stay dark as much as possible, so I would go for a launcher. Most likely the Stinger is where that's going to be at. And then lethal tactical will be Semtex and Concussion, because those are my babies right there. In terms of perks, I'm going to suggest Recon, Assassin, and then finally Dead Silence, just to stay out of sight as much as possible. Finally, you can either run the Support Strike package that I just talked about with my Type 95, or what I'm doing at this point is UAV, Predator Missile, and for my third point streak, I'm actually using Strafe Run. So if I really start going crazy, I can bring in 5 attack helicopters all at once to just kind of blanket an area. So anyway, those are 5 custom classes for you. That's all the time I've got for tonight. If you have questions, you can always leave them in the comments. Otherwise, please rate and subscribe, and I will have another video to you before you know it. So until then, peace out, everybody.